That's great, guys. Class content, Spring guys. What's your batch code? 715. Admin has taken time to make me panelist, guys. Okay. Right, boss. Where is this? Why screen is coming different today now? I don't think so. Regular screen only, boss. It's divided into two parts, huh? Can I share one more time? Now is it okay? Now it is okay, guys. I think only for a few people it is coming up. Okay. Listen, guys. No, it's no dragging, nothing. From your side, it's happening. Okay. Try to rejoin. Those who are getting two screen, try to rejoin. Those who are getting how Spring Cloud is there to develop microservice architecture application, how Spring MVC is there to develop web application, how Spring REST is there to develop what RESTful web application. If you want to do reactive programming, what is reactive programming? I'll explain. Don't exit. Okay. If you want to do reactive programming using Spring, we have to deal with a module called WebFlex. You need to use a module called WebFlex. Clear, my dear? Super. Web application is developed using MVC in Spring Boot. Super. What's the problem with regular web application, guys? Every request is a thread internally, servlet level. Whenever I give request to any web component, once the thread will be created now, boss. That request may talk with the database, that may communicate with the DB until the data from DB, until it gets data from DB. Okay, what is that? It is in blocking state. It is in blocking state. Let us assume request 1 is given, thread 1 created. So using that thread, servlet is talking to database. Suppose database is taking 3 minutes time for connectivity and to get the data from database. Till that time, that thread will be in waste mode now, blocked mode now, boss. Can I use that thread for other operations? Can I use that thread for other operations? Can we assign other work for that thread? Here, this thread cannot be assigned to another request until it gives the response back. Until it gives the response back. I hope you are understanding both the points, guys. If the request given to servlet component or any regular web application taking time to complete the processing of request to generate the response, okay, the thread will be blocked until response is generated. Do you agree with me, guys? Reactive programming makes our application resource utilization, instead of keeping threads in idle mode, they are utilized properly. Instead of keeping in idle mode, they are utilized properly. Whenever thread is idle, that same thread will be utilized for another request. That means one thread try to do multiple jobs, guys. One thread try to do multiple jobs. For example, you are working on the computer. There is a need of installing software. Installation started. It is taking time to download or to copy the file. You sit idle or parallelly you will try to check the mails of your computer? Do you sit idle parallelly you try to do some other job that is useful? Yeah, you are sitting idle and observing the graphics of software installation. You are like Serlet JSP programmer. You are like Serlet JSP style programmer. Okay, no, you are not sitting idle. Parallelly, you are checking mails. Parallelly, you are doing one or other work, which is useful work. Then you are like reactive programming. You are like programmer of reactive programming. You are a programmer of reactive programming. Okay, guys. Nagendra possibility, if multiple requests are coming and if they are doing right job, no problem. If they are idle, then idle threads will be utilized. As long as threads will be utilized, no tension. If threads are in idle, then if threads are in idle state, then this problem comes into picture. Okay, guys. Yeah, listen, it is implemented using event loop that indicates when thread wants to make a DB call, it will provide SQL query to event loop and becomes free. Now DB call made to database and in parallel thread can process another request. In parallel thread can process another request. This event loop will take care of database connectivity part, guys. Event loop is one small component, guys. Okay, that will take care of what? Database connectivity, but thread can be used for another request, guys. That means now same thread is utilized for two operations or not. But listen, this is very important, guys. Once DB processing is done and received response, then either same thread or another thread is allocated for the response. Either same thread or another thread is allocated for response. Sometimes even it has to wait if all threads are busy. Sometimes it has to wait if all threads are busy. Entire magic is there in these two boxes, guys. Okay, I want you people to study in reactive programming. Reactive programming makes our application resource utilization. Instead of keeping threads in idle mode, they are utilized properly. How? It is implemented using event loop that indicates when thread wants to make DB call, okay, it will provide SQL query to event loop and becomes free. What, guys? Thread becomes free. Now DB call made to database and in parallel thread can process another request. Once the DB processing is done, the received response, then a received response, then either same thread or another thread is allocated for response. Sometimes even it has to wait if all threads are seriously busy. It has to wait if all threads are seriously busy. Okay, guys. Traditional web application. Traditional web application. Let's see traditional web application, guys. Client has given request. Super. One request is equal to one worker thread or a working thread, guys. Working thread. Tell me. Working thread. Here one web component is there. Generating SQL query. It is taking 2 minutes time to process. The response is coming back. That is taking 1 minute time. Okay, 2 plus 1, 3 minutes. This thread is in blocked state or not? Can we use this thread for other activities, guys? Can we use this thread for other activities, guys? Okay, then response goes to browser. Response goes to browser. Here, client is nothing but browser, guys. Okay, guys. So thread is sitting silent for 3 minutes, guys. Thread is sitting silent for 3 minutes, right? When web component is seriously talking to database to get the data from database, whatever thread that is created representing first request is sitting idle for 3 minutes or not? Is definitely sitting idle for 3 minutes or not? Super, guys. Now tell me, guys, reactive web application. Reactive web application. Have a look. I have given request to one, guys. Super. I have given request to one, guys. Here one worker thread is created. Okay. Here I have given request to one. Okay. Here one worker thread is created. Now listen carefully. Listen carefully. Worker thread has communicated with what, guys? Event loop. Event loop. Are you understanding my statement? Reactive process. So event loop is the component of reactive process. Event loop is the component of reactive process. Everyone understanding my statement, guys? Okay, guys. Now listen. Once this thread has communicated with the event loop, guys, this worker thread becomes free. This worker thread becomes free. Are you listening my statement, guys? It is free. So now second request has come, guys. Now second request has come. And now second request is assigned to this thread, na boss. For second request, second thread is not created. Already available thread is utilized. Already available thread is utilized. Yes or no, na boss? Okay. Once this 2 plus 1, here 1 minute for response. 2 minutes for request, 1 minute for response. It is database software, right? Okay, once response is ready, okay, since already available free thread is assigned for request to another worker thread, another thread will be created or already available free thread is taken and response is coming. Already available free thread is taken and response is coming. There is no guarantee using which thread request has come. That's the same thread will be used to give the response. Same thread will be used for response. That means it always keeps threads busy. It always keeps threads busy. Are you understanding my statement, guys? So entire credit should be given to event loop. Event loop, entire credit should be given to event loop. Event loop is a component of reactive programming that will take care of interacting with non-Java resources or background process and makes request related thread free so that thread can be used for other operation for other requests. Once response is ready, come on. Once response is ready, maybe other thread which is free, already created thread that is free or another free thread, whatever that is free, will be used to generate the response back to client. Will be used to generate the response back to client. Okay, guys. At server side, to implement application, we should use Spring Web Flex. Spring 5.x onwards, it is coming, boss. Okay, Spring Web. Ravindra, Nagendra, can you concentrate? I just explained what is reactive programming and you worried about technologies. Can you wait, Ra Babu? One by one will come now. Nagendra, I think you are bit excited. Can you control your excitement, please? At server side to implement application, we should use Spring WebFlex. Spring WebFlex. Spring 5.x, guys. This one, guys. This one. Spring WebFlex we have to use. If you use Spring WebFlex module, how we are using Spring MVC to develop what? The traditional web application. How we are using Spring REST to develop regular traditional RESTful applications. Come on, guys. Similarly, if you want to enjoy this event loop, making threads as worker thread, when they are not utilized, making them free thread, using free thread for next request. If you want to enjoy all these things dynamically, you have to go for Spring WebFlex. Okay, but listen, guys, whatever databases you are using now, boss, listen carefully, be careful, boss. Okay, there should be special databases. They must be special databases. Understanding? Reactive databases we have to use. You cannot use normal databases, boss. Come on. Special softwares we should use. At database side, we should use Spring Boot reactive databases. As of now, NoSQL DB only supported. Yeah, as of now, regular Oracle, MySQL are not reactive databases, boss. Okay, they are not reactive database. Only NoSQL databases are reactive databases. Everyone understanding my statement, boss? Come on, are you with me? Super. Instead of Spring REST applications, Spring Reactive is recommended in future. Array. Spring REST, Spring MVC. Spring REST, Spring MVC. Come on. Hey, our MongoDB is supporting us. MongoDB is a reactive database. Reactive database. Super. Instead of Spring MVC, Spring REST applications, Spring Reactive is recommended in future. Are slowly started, boss. Slowly started. Industry is moving towards what? Reactive programming. They stopped working with the traditional programming, boss. But the good part, nothing changes much, boss. Only this theory changes. Remaining all are same. Remaining all are same, guys. Okay. This is added as one future plan as HTTP project reactor.io. So far we are using spring.io to create a normal projects. Okay, this is project reactor.io. For reactive programming, Spring uses Netty server. In Spring WebFlex, what server is internally used, guys? Netty server. As an embedded server, what server is used? Netty server. Are you understanding my statement? So that means our REST controllers. Okay, guys. REST controllers, all these things. REST controllers, all these things. REST controllers, all these things will be executed in this Netty server. Netty server is also one kind of web server, guys, but it supports reactive programming. Understanding my statement? Latest version of Servlet is 3.1 plus. 3.1 plus. This server supports Servlet 3.1 plus. Super. Spring REST response entity as the return type. In Spring Reactive, to return single object mono. In Spring REST application, what is the return type of the handler methods, guys? What is the return type of the operations method? Response entity. Come on, guys. Forgot or remembered? You return single object or multiple object, simple string, big string, small string. We will take response entity now, boss. We change the generic type, right? In Spring Reactive, mono is the return type for single object. Flex is the return type if you want return multiple objects. You want to return student object, mono. You want to return collection of students, flex. Are you getting my point? Next, other annotations are similar. REST controller, get mapping, or extra boss. They are similar. REST template client. See guys, we can give request to REST controller either from Postman or from solid applications that are developed through REST template, right? That are developed through REST template. REST template is client code for making HTTP calls to REST controller. But this time, web client. Array, other day, so many people sir, give me one example on web client. Give me one example of web client. That day I said, array, web client is like a REST template in reactive programming. REST web client. Did I say that word or not? Did I say that word or not? By seeing 1-2 examples in the company project, people excited. Sir, you are not giving any examples on web client. Okay, our company is using web client. Your company is using web client means your project is dealing with reactive programming. Convinced, boss? But this time web client to make HTTP calls as a client application to our reactive programming. Array. See, one way to test a REST controller is Postman. Another way to test a REST controller is in a standalone application, inject REST template and generate the request through REST template. Recollect, in the place of REST template, we can use web client. In the place of REST template, we can use web client. Okay, guys. Dependencies, guys. Reactive web flux, reactive web, Spring Boot, reactive MongoDB, see different ones, different reactive MongoDB and Longwalk API. So let me develop the provider application first. Shall we start the development of provider application? Yeah, to save the time or okay, to keep the applications ready. I have already developed the application. I just show in front of you people. Launch it. No, event pool internal uses thread pool concept. Yes, you are right. Event pool internal uses thread pool concept. No doubt in that. And it's built in 97. You don't have to worry about. Yeah, what is the plan I will tell, boss? What is the plan I will tell? What is the plan I will tell? First, I will develop the provider application. I will test this application using Postman. Same application we try to test by using web client. Same application we try to test by using web client. Clear, guys? Clear, guys? A little magic will be there with the return types, Rababu. Nothing else. Little magic will be there with the return type. Remaining all are normal. And if you try to print the thread names, thread hash codes, when multiple requests are given simultaneously, you may see different in the hash codes. You may see a difference in the hash code. As a end user, it looks the same, boss. As a developer, it looks the same. Right. Rajendra, can you be active in the classroom? Can you be active in the classroom? Last warning I am giving. 2 minutes back, I said, user dependencies, reactive web, Spring Boot, reactive MongoDB, Lombok. Yes, na? How many minutes back we discussed? 2 minutes back we discussed. Please, guys. If you want to sleep, sleep completely, na? How sincerely is asking, any starters are required. Clear, guys? Okay. Pom.xml file. Pom.xml. Nothing from MVN repository. Every starter we can get directly. Okay. Every starter. Starter Webflex, Spring Boot starter, MongoDB, React. This is Lambda API. Remaining things will come automatically. You don't worry about it. Okay. So you want to fill them? 1 minute. Spring add starters. Spring add starters. Achha, since already added, it won't come, but I will show. Spring React to Web is there now, boss. Spring React to MongoDB is there. Lambda API. Clear, my dear? Perfect, guys. Now tell me. First of all, I'm developing one model class. Are nothing but document class, Rabam. Document class. See, in data JPA entity class, in in data JPA entity class, right now, boss, and in MongoDB document class. Can I? If you want to give common name for it, if you want to give common name for it, if you want to give common name for it, can you go? Can we go for? If you want to give common name, you can call it as a model class. Not a great one. Check it out. At the rate data, at the rate document. Anything great here was? Anything great? Come on. Regular one, right? Okay. Next. One repository was. iEmployee repository. But listen, separate repository. It's not regular repository. React to Mongo repository. Generally, we use Mongo repository. Today, we are using React to Mongo repository. Did you observe this one change also? React to Mongo repository. React to. Why? Array, in regular Mongo repository, return types will be what? List. List. But in reactive programming, return types are mono for single object, flux for multiple object. Come on. Definitely, new repository interface is required or not. Having new return types. Having new return types, new repository interfaces are required or not required? Definitely required. Super. Next one, service boss. iEmployee service. Code operations. Save, find, get one, remove one. Sorry, you have not given for update. Array, save method only will be used for update and the save operation for both, right? You know that, right? Listen, see the return types, my dear. Return type single object mono. Multiple objects will come, flux employee. Here, single object mono. No return. I don't want written anything wide. I don't want written anything wide. You don't want written anything wide. Array wide. Wide is the written. In mono wide. Is it not good experiment, boss? That's the reactive API. That is a reactive API. In mono, you take wide means indirectly you are saying you don't want written anything. Indirectly you are saying you don't want written anything, right? It's new, Babu. Response entity also new. You are habituated or not? Come on. There is no need of writing flux list. Flux itself represent multiple objects, Babu. Flux itself represent multiple, right? Come on, guys. Mono represents single, flux represent multiple. There is no need of writing separately. If you write again, it becomes old style only, na boss. Right. Yeah. See, regular service, regular injection, regular service, regular injection of repository, right, boss? Okay. Now listen. Public mono employee, save employee. And luckily, return type of save method is also mono employee. Mono. Return type of original save method also mono. I'm able to return it. Anything great? Now forget about that option, all this stuff, Babu. Come back to reactive return types. Right? No, I don't know. See, I don't know why you are worried about other return types. I said you have to work with the different return types. You have to accept the fact, na boss. Okay. And it's a different API, my dear. It's a different API. Save method return type is mono, boss. How can you take option? Tell me. How can you take option? Satish Gowda, you are such a software senior engineer working for a company. Okay. When return type of predefined save method is mono, how can you take option? Tell me. Aisa no na? All known SQL databases are reactive databases. All NoSQL databases are reactive databases as of now. But still SQLs are not coming. In future, they may give. Super, guys. Now listen. Now listen. Public flex employee find all employees. You will appreciate now. Now you will appreciate this API. Repo.find all. Cool. Listen, this is very interesting. Switch if empty. Return empty flux object. Switch if empty. If data is there, it will send. If not there, no records found, then what? It returns empty flux object. It returns empty flux object. Is that nice, na boss? Is that nice? Come on. Okay. Listen. Suppose if save is not happened, suppose you got empty one. Switch is empty. Mono dot. Mono dot empty. Mono dot empty. Here also you can do it. Array, save method returns what, guys? Saved object, na boss. Saved document. Saved document. Suppose saved document has not come. I want return empty mono object. Okay, here not there. I want return empty flux object. Right now, boss? Okay. Now listen. Get one employee integer ID. Mono employee. Find by ID. Okay. Find by ID. By giving ID, you try to find out and return the document object. If not there, empty mono object. If not there, empty mono object. Next one. Public mono void. Remove employee integer ID. Return report or delete by ID. Okay, see, I am void. Void means it is not going to return anything. On success, it does not return anything. If any problem is there, exception will be thrown. If any problem is there, exception will be there. Guys, except return types, nothing is great, Rama. Except return types, nothing is great. Convinced or not, regular service class, regular service interface, little magic with the return type. That too not a great magic. Single object you want to return mono. Multiple objects you want to return flex. No need of working with the serious generics also. Flex with generic, mono with generics you have to use. Flex with generic, mono with generics we have to use. Super guys. Go to controller boss. Acha, you want to see what is there in application.properties? What will be there? Netty server port number. Netty server port. Next, MongoDB connection properties. What will be there? MongoDB connection properties. MongoDB connection properties. I think anything great in this, guys? Anything great here? Nothing great. Okay, look at the controller class, guys. Look at the controller class. Regular REST controller, regular global path, regular injection of service. Okay, guys. Save employee, save one employee, request body employee. Is it not regular, guys? Is it not regular, my dear? Post mapping save, mono employee save one employee, right? And I'm calling service class. I'm calling service class method. Clear na, boss? Super. Next, get mapping slash all. I'm calling find all employees. Service class method again. Again, return type is flex employee. Okay. Next, get one employee, boss. Get one employee. Come on, guys. 1/ID. Are path variable. This matching. Okay. Mono employee, service dot get employee ID, return employee. Actually, it is returning mono object, not the employee object. Mono, return mono. If you don't write in 2 lines also, single line also, you can do it. Super, guys. Remove, boss. Remove. Tell me, guys. Mono wide. Remove employee path variable ID. Path variable ID. Return service dot remove employee. If you want to display message, just is one displaying message, guys. Mono dot just employee deleted. No need of HTTP status, nothing, boss. Because return types are different, boss. Yeah, return types are different, right? Return service dot remove employee ID. Employee ID. But it does not return anything, boss. Okay. Otherwise, what you can do? You call service and you keep this message. Change the method type to string. Acha. If you want to pass this, here string should be taken. Come on. If you want to pass this, string should be taken. Okay. If you are interested, take it. Otherwise, leave it. Come on. You want to get that message, you have to take mono string. Clear, boss? You change the return type to string, then you can write this. Anyhow, we want to enjoy mono wide also. Let me show that. Right. I think everything is perfect now, boss. Anything great except return types mono and flex. Except the return type mono and flex. Are you finding something great there? Are you finding anything great there? Come on. Right click. Do you need to add anything additional in the main class? Not required. Not required. Anyhow, complete. Not required. Nothing is required in the main class. Jars boss. It's all about what jars you have added. That's it. Run as Java application. Run as Java application. See, Netty server is automatically started now, boss. When you add that Spring React to web programming jar, guys, Netty server is automatically started, and connection with MongoDB is happening automatically. Connection with MongoDB is happening automatically, boss, and it is using Mongo Java driver. Okay, Mongo Java driver for this connectivity now, boss. For this connectivity, understanding my statement. Netty server has come having event loop. Netty server has come having event loop, boss. Super. Okay. And all requests are there, but two requests cannot be given through browser because they're expecting post mode and delete mode. They're expecting post mode and delete mode, guys. Okay, guys. React to APP. I think everyone knows how to create this one. I already created. I'm just showing. First request, save request one, post. Come on. URL 5051 is port number. Employee is the global path. Save. Body raw JSON. I typed this content. Right? This is ID. Okay. If I Ramesh, what is the tester? Okay, salary is some number. 2 lakh. Clear, guys? Click on send button. Why it is coming as it is? Save method returns what, guys? Same object now, boss. Save method returns what? The saved object, right? So that's why it is coming as it is. If you want, you can write message. If you take return type as what? If you take return type as mono string, then we can use a just method to return the message. We can use just method to return the string message. Employee saved, right? We can use just method to return the message. But since we have taken mono employee as the return type, same object is coming. Whatever saved, that is coming. Studio 3T, guys. Studio 3T. Let me check whether record is inserted or not. 5661, guys. Suresh, guys. Suresh, guys. Engineer, guys. Engineer, guys. 30,000. Remind me later, boss. Let's connect to this. 616 DB. React to employee. Yes, boss. So many records are there. 566 just now I have inserted. 5661. Again, I have inserted, right? So it's performing save object operation or not? Is it not performing save object operation? Okay, guys. Now all request, guys. Okay, get mode request, employee all. All things will be reported. Three documents are there. All three documents are coming. Three documents are there. All the three documents are coming. Right now, boss? Three documents are there. All the three documents are coming. So now add request, guys. Okay. Get one request 3. Get one request 3. Copy this. Get one request 3. Paste. What is that, guys? One idea. What is the path? Anyone remembered path? What is the path? Path. 1/ID. 1/ID. 1/566. Click on send. Record came or not came out? Record came or not came out? Next one is what? Remove request. Remove request 4. Remove request 4. Copy this. Remove request 4. Get only. Save. Remove /566. Remove /566. Click on send. No, it's going wrong. It's going wrong. 566 is not there. Method not allowed. Yes, you are right. We have to send delete mode request, boss. You have to send delete mode request. Yes, guys. No message. Did you notice it? No message. Did you notice it? Why? We have taken void as the return type. Mono void we have taken, right? Nothing is coming. So void is a predefined class, guys. Void is one predefined class, right? Void dot class, void we have taken. So nothing is coming, but you can feel the records are deleted. You can feel records are deleted, right? Now listen, get request 3/566. Okay, empty object has come now. Empty object. We asked mono empty. If no record found, we asked to return mono empty, right? And earlier 3 documents came, now only 2 documents are coming. Earlier 3 documents have come, now only 2 documents are coming. Now only 2 documents are coming. But now listen carefully. Listen, now I have to do small experiment. I don't know whether I will be successful or not, but it's my work to do that responsibility. Okay, guys. Mono employee, mono is equal to mono is equal to return mono. Mono is equal to return mono. Mono is equal to service dot save employee. Now listen. Here I'm making this request taking a lot of time, guys. Thread dot sleep, because actually it takes time, guys, but Local database, no, it won't take much time. That's why I will wantedly make this one taking lot of time. Thread dot sleep 30,000. Okay. Try guys. I think instead of here, if you better to put thread dot sleep in service class, guys. Then we get the feeling it is taking time at service level. It's better to put time in thread dot sleep here now, boss. Try thread dot sleep, right? 30,000. Catch block. Exception E. Because it has to take time for interaction in the backend, right? E dot print stack. E dot print stack. Right, boss? E dot print stack address. I have a plan of giving. I have a plan of giving save request and get all requests simultaneously. So what I do is go to employee operations controller, sysout, sysout, uh, sysout. Tell me, what should I do? Save, save thread dot current thread dot hash thread dot current thread dot hash thread dot current thread dot hash. This is all method, guys. All method. Thread dot current thread dot hash. Get employee also. Thread dot current thread dot hash. Here what? One. Get one. One. Here is remove. Here is remove. Here is remove. Okay. I'll go to service class, guys, and I will make sure that find employee also taking some amount of time to process the request. Find employee also taking some amount of time to process the request. Shall we feel it now? Okay. First, go to save request, guys. Here I am taking data Ramana. Here I am taking, okay, this one. It takes time, guys. It takes time. It's coming fastly. Okay. Maybe changes are not recognized, guys. Let's stop the server. Let's stop the server. Let us stop the application. Let's run the application fresh. Run as Java application. Super 4.1 Ramana engineer. Taking time. When it is taking time, I'll give this request. This is also taking time. Now I'll try to get 5666. 5666. Now look at the thread hash codes, guys. Look at the thread hash codes. Is there any place thread is reutilized? Is there any place thread is reutilized? No, for this 266, for this 318, for this one 374, for this one 374. Remove request. Listen carefully. 318 is reutilized. Check it out, guys. 31 is 318 is reutilized. Did you observe that? 318 is reutilized. Did you observe that, boss? Come on. 318 is reutilized. Did you notice it, boss? Did you understand it? So that means it is not keeping threads in idle state now. Somehow it is trying to reuse them or not. Somehow it is trying to reuse them or not. My theory and practicals are matching or not matching? My theory and practicals are matching or not matching? I think you got some satisfaction of reactive programming. Some satisfaction of reacting programming. Where we can mention the thread count. We did mention we are going by thread IDs, right? We are going by thread hash codes, was. We didn't count the thread. We are going for thread hash codes. One send, delete one, 102, save send, how to save the data, fetch all send. I think all the things are given nicely, boss. You can practice you on your own. Right. Okay, now listen. Listen. Array, Postman is good for testing purpose. But in real application, we want to test, no, na, boss. We want to make Angular, we want to make Spring MVC application as a client, some other Java application as a client. So that time we have to use web client support to make a request to this reactive based controller classes or not. Reactive based controller class should be requested by using what? Web client. Using web client application. Web client supports making requests to reactive REST controller, gets final data either in what? Either as mono or flux. Either as mono or flux. Web client is an interface. Default web client is implementation class. That is used to define reactive client application. For non-reactive, we have used REST template. For non-reactive, REST template. Create web client object using base URL, provide path, provide inputs, request for reactive, type mono flux. Note, model class must exist in the same producer application. Array, save method expect what, guys? Model class object data, right? So same thing should be copied to client application now, boss. Same thing should be copied to client application. Number one, create starter project. Spring Reactive Web Lombok. Array, client need not to talk to database. This client application wants to talk with provider application in a programmatic mode. Model class you take, guys, but you take, there's no need of adding document, MongoDB annotations. MongoDB annotation. Same as before, but remove MongoDB annotations. Why, sir? Did I add any MongoDB related jars, guys? Did I add any MongoDB related jars, boss? Did I add any MongoDB related jars, guys? No, not at all. Not added, right? Here is my employee.java. Done. See, guys, normal class. Okay, next one. Develop the runner classes. After this, what is there? Develop the runner classes. Okay. Runner one. Runner 1. Okay. Runner 2. Runner 2. MongoDB dependency not required. Why? Client is talking to MongoDB or provider application is talking to MongoDB. Runner 3. Runner 4. Runner 3, runner 4. All runners I am giving, boss. Now let's see one by one. Comment, guys. Read documents, guys. Delete single document, guys. Save document, test run. Save document, test run. Okay, first of all, save document runner, document test runner, command line run. Cool. Yeah, listen carefully. Web client is equal to web client dot create localhost 5051. This is the base URL, guys. This is the base URL. Base URL. Super, guys. Next one. Yeah, this is very important. Mono employee mono is equal to. Array, what's the save method return type? Mono, na boss. What's the save method return type? Mono. Client dot post. Post mode request. URI employee dot save. That's cool. Body. Listen carefully. Body. Are you listening my statement? Mono dot just. Array, mono dot just is there to add the data to the object, guys. Mono dot just employee object is added. Employee object is added, and I said it should be of type employee class. Employee object is added, it should be of type employee class. Yeah, this will send the request, guys. See, mode of the request, URI. If inputs are there, we passed the inputs. If inputs are required, we passed the inputs. Now listen carefully. Retrieve. We are trying to retrieve the results. Result is what, guys? Result is also mono employee only. Body to mono employee. Why body to mono is used, guys? Why body to mono is used? I know that it will return mono employee object. Mono employee object. That's why body to mono employee dot. Body to mono employee class, guys. Yeah, now listen, different APIs, boss. Mono dot subscribe, system dot out dot println. Mono dot subscribe. Array, this is like SOP statement, Rama. It is like displaying mono object data. It is like displaying mono object data. Are you listening my statement, boss? It is like displaying mono object data. Indirectly, it's a new API, boss. It's a new API. Mono dot subscribe, system dot out dot println. Okay, it collects the employee object that is there in mono and it displays it and simply displays it. Can I run this runner once? Okay, I think data is available. Okay, 10 is there. 10 A, QA, all this stuff, guys. Right click, run as Java application. Okay, we are in this server console, guys. We are in server console. Let me get into client console. Runner is executed or not executed. Maybe no message is displayed. Don't worry. You observe once, you observe once. Go to this place, guys. Refresh view, guys. Refresh view. Record number 10 is inserted or not inserted. Record 10 is inserted or not inserted. Not inserted. That means some now acha, that was thread dot sleep is there na b. Wait for some time. Wait for some time. Refresh view, guys. Record number 10 is inserted now, boss. Why it is delayed? Because we kept thread dot sleep to do some experiment, right? Okay, and what is the message we got? Employee object only printed, boss. Employee object only got printed. Cool, guys. This is through programming, boss. It is through program. Then read documents test. Okay, I don't want to run all runners at a time, guys. Comment this. Commented. Read documents test. Right click, guys. Run as Java application. Previous application is still in running mode, guys. Let's stop that runner. Let's stop that runner first. Stop this runner. Yeah, it takes bit of time because thread.sleepy is kept, guys. 30 seconds you wait because we kept thread.sleep in the second one also. Yeah, how you read? Okay, base URL, client.get, mode of the request, guys, URI, retrieve, body to flex. Yesterday, previous one, body to mono. This time, body to flex. Body to flex. Understanding my statement, guys? So we got a flex object. Okay, how we are displaying this flex object, guys? Flex dot do on next. When you get the each element in the flex, when you get each element from the flex, print it. And do this work until last one. You do this work until last item is displayed. Do this work until last item is displayed, right? Add behavior triggered when flex is emits in item. Flex emits one item, guys. When flex emits one item, what you want to do? Display it. Block last. What is that? Subscribes to this flex and block indefinitely until the upstream signals its last value are complete. Until last item comes, you block the code. You block the code. You block the code. That means repeat this work. That means repeat this work. Or indirectly for loop, Babu. Indirectly for loop, Babu. We got all the records here, boss. Yeah, we have read the document, guys. Read single document. Read single. Base object, guys. Client.get mode of request. URI. I have passed 10. Okay. Retrieve. Retrieve. What we are going to get? Mono object. Body to mono employee. To display that object, subscribe method. To display that object, subscribe method. Clear, guys? Come on. You are not active, boss. You are not responding. Right click Java application. A different API, that's it. Right click Java application. It is printing single record or not? Consumer application, it is printing single record, guys. 10 number record. 10 number record it is display. Okay, boss. This is reading single document. Body to flex employee, because we are going to get all documents, body to flex. Single document reading, guys, body to mono. Body to mono. New remains new until we make it old, boss. Nothing else. Yeah. Let's comment, boss. Yeah. Delete single document, guys. What is load balancing, Babu? If you write the same code in microservices, my microservice environment will take care load balancing, right? Come on. You keep this REST controller in microservice setup. Their microservice setup will come into picture. So far, we have written normal REST controller, right? Can REST client can interact with reactive applications? Sorry, no. To interact with reactive application, we need what? Web client. We need web client. Why? Amia, yes. Can you think with common sense? REST client is having any provision to get mono object, flex objects? No, na. It is always ready to get response entity objects, right now, boss? It is always there to get response entity object. So there itself you will get mismatch, na, boss. Base URL, mono wide mono, client.delete, or a delete mode request. 10 with 10 I passed client URI, retrieve, that is giving me mono object wide, body to mono wide dot class. I'm printing it. But wide means nothing will be printed, Ra Babu. That's why I'm writing my own message. Wide means nothing will be printed, Ra Babu. That's why I'm writing my own message. I hope you understood why I'm writing explicit message, guys. Because if I try to print a mono object with wide, nothing will be printed. Nothing will be printed, right, boss? Super. Run as a Java application. Yeah. But first of all, I have to complete the previous one, wind up the previous one. Right click, run as Java application. Run as Java application. It is taking time, it seems. Or let's check whether record is deleted or not. Say refresh. 10th record is still there. Why so? 10th record is still there. I think 1 minute. It's my mistake then. It's my mistake then. Component, guys. Read single document commented, commented, save document commented. Okay, I understood, guys. Reactive program is alternate for LBs. What do you mean by LBs, boss? Reactive programming is alternate for this one, na? Spring MVC and Spring REST. Spring MVC and Spring REST. Mullah Abdullah. Mullah Abdullah. Okay. You can use reactive programming based REST controller in microservice environment. In microservice environment. Understanding my statement? Okay. Yeah, I understood he's talking about load balancer. But if you want to get load balancer, again, you have to bring microservice setup now, boss. Okay. Refresh. It got deleted now, boss. It got deleted. What the clarity? Super. We did this work through webclient or not? We did this work through webclient or not? Okay. Let me upload these documents. Thank you, Sarath, for your wishes. Thank you, Sarath, for your wishes. Okay. Classwork for microservices with Spring Boot. Right. Right, boss. One minute. Let me share the content first. Let me share the content. Class content, guys. Spring, guys. Okay. 715, guys. 715, guys. Webflex, guys. This is the notes part. Done. Okay. 1 minute. Right click, guys. Properties. Location. Location. Here is what is there. Spring Boot reactive programming. These two together, I want to put in a jar file. Add to archive. Add to archive. Right. Webflex, guys. What is that? I don't know it is properly prepared or not. WinRAR, guys. Okay, guys. WinRAR, guys. .715 Webflex. Webflex. Right. What is the URL? This is the URL. Class content Spring. Class content Spring. Okay. Come back to this. Upload. Array, all projects are already given each level. Ramesh, can you be in the classroom? What's happening in the classroom? Everything is shared every day. Okay. E-dry, class content, Spring, this, yeah, Webflex. Yeah, even applications also given, guys. Right? Just a minute, guys. Spring 714 JWT. Yeah, I'm sharing documents related to JWT also. Kafka content is already uploaded, Farooq. Kafka content is also uploaded, boss. Right. Okay. Uh, Superna, boss. Right. I think one session is there. I will prepare video and I will give in your workspace, guys. Mini project code is not uploaded. I think already I have uploaded everything. I already uploaded everything, boss. Okay. One thing I will do, one thing what? Spring Cloud API gateway is there. So that I will prepare video and I will share with you in this Google Classroom. In this Google Classroom, guys. Okay. I think even JWT session content also I shared, boss. Okay. Array, in the place of Kibana Elasticsearch, I covered alternate. It's alternate. Each streak and sleuth. Each streak and sleuth is better alternate for what? Kibana and search. Kibana just gives the log messages. But as alternate, we have seen heat streak and sleuth. Heat streak and sleuth. Okay. Right. Pancrase, how to crack all interviews. Some videos are shared. Check it out. Resume preparation and interview tips. How to build strong IT career. Okay. Sir, Docker Jenkins is part of your DevOps, my dear. Please. DevOps, my dear. Okay. No. Okay. Yeah, design pattern batch. 1 minute. Let me share the content, then I will talk with you people. FS64. What's your batch code? 7715, right? Your batch code is 715. 1 minute. From there, let me bring this JWT copy. Let me paste here. Say paste. Okay. Are Spring Mail API already content is shared, boss. Come on. Right. One minute. Actually, all these things are there. Yeah, you can communicate with me through mail if you have any queries. Send to compressed this file. No, it is coming as a Spring Boot scheduling, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. WinRAR, add to archive, add to 715 RAR, add to 715 RAR. Okay, now I'm giving all content in one place, boss. All paintbrush information in one place. Right. Hmm. 715. What is that? Final. Final. Okay. This is the final one. Right. No, I'll give all applications also, guys. All applications also. All applications also, guys. Prasad, thank you. Thank you for liking my work. Happy Ugadi. 1 minute. I think already classroom applications are shared, it seems, guys. Not shared. Class content, Git, class content, Git 715. 715. I think Git, guys, 715, 715. These two folders. Okay, these two folders, 1 minute. Copy them, guys. Copy them. Okay. Show more options. New folder. NTSP. SPBMS 715. Okay. Final applications. Final applications. Paste. Final applications. Paste. Right. I think this is the folder we are using for RESTful, guys. Spring RESTful service. Copy, guys. For RESTful, we are using this. Full classroom will be there, but try to copy once. Don't just ignore it. Try to copy once. Super, guys. Fine, guys. I think it's taking time to copy. I'll copy and I'll share the content with you. Don't worry. Okay. Thank you, guys. Spring Cloud API Gateway, I'll make a video and I'll share with you. If any one to miscellaneous topics are there, I'll make a video and I will share with you, right? Okay. I hope I have given all the content what you expected. Git URL. Nowadays, Git is giving problems now. Every application I am sharing in the Google Classroom itself. Thank you. Once the design pattern, this is our last class, guys. Okay. Once the Git URL is, once the design pattern batch is, I know, planned, I will let you know. I will let you know. Thank you, boss. Have a nice time.